Jazz Jackson here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you guys are brand new. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jazz Jackson. I'm very glad you guys decided to stick around and check out this video, and I hope that you do decide to stay. If you do, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all of my latest videos. And also, for those of you who have been here since the beginning of time, you guys need to turn on your notifications so that you know when the kid is coming through. Alright, so now that is out of the way, today we're going to be doing a tutorial. I'm going to do a walkthrough tutorial for you guys. I'm going to show you how I get my signature curls, these curls you have been seeing me wear in like every single video lately. I'm going to show you guys how to get them because you have been asking for them and requesting them all of my social media and all of my comment sections. So I was like, I best to get this video up, and I think that it's going to be perfect because Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know that some of you girls are going to want to have some fabulous sexy hair, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a couple of very simple steps. I will always try to keep things very simple for you, okay? Alright, so before we get started though, actually I am going to do a little bit of damage control because I know I'm going to get a bunch of questions on a couple of things that I always get asked in my comment section. So let's talk about what's on my lips, okay? So I'm actually wearing 3 things for those of you who are interested. It is a natural lip, something that I like to wear on a regular basis when I have like a beat face, but I don't want a whole bunch of stuff on my lips. So I am wearing NYX Cosmetics lip liner in the color Nude Truffle, literally one of my favorite lip liners, period, and it's very affordable, so I love that. This is a this is a limited edition lip gloss from MAC Cosmetics. This was probably about 2 or 3 seasons ago for their holiday season, and the color is called Pith. And then I am wearing my favorite MAC lip gloss and ever, and this is Ample Pink. Okay, so on my nails, I don't know what they are because this is no chip, but what I am going to do, what I promised myself to do from here on out, is to always get the name of the nail color, because I swear to you, everyone always asks me what nail color are you wearing, but almost always on my nails will be no chip. Okay, alright, so let's get started and let's get to chit chatting because I got some stuff that I want to talk about. This is actually a new wig that I just made pretty much yesterday, actually. The hair is from a company called Queen Berry. They're an AliExpress vendor, and this is their Brazilian body wave. I believe that that's what it is. I am currently wearing 24 inches. 4 bundles of 24-inch and 1 free parting lace closure that is 16 inches. Pepsi. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna comb the hair out because we want to, we want to get rid of all the tangles. We don't want to have any kinks, any tangles in the hair. You always want to brush your hair out from the bottom up, okay? Always, never start here and work your way down. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. The wand curler that I'm going to use is 1 inch in diameter, and it's from a company called Amica. I love this wand curler. Alright, so I'm gonna like kind of be looking off just a little bit so that I can see exactly what I'm doing, but I promise you, I'm not trying to ignore you, I promise. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull apart probably about 1 inch in diameter again from the nape of my head. You want to start at the bottom and work your way up, okay? And then you can just take that excess hair, and what I like to do is just kind of twirl it around, and then I am going to take a alligator clip, and I'm just going to clamp it, and we are all good. So peep game, this is what you need to know, okay? The first one that you do, you're going to curl away from the face, okay? So like so, curl away from the face. And also make sure that your hair is not being twisted as you twist around the wand curl. You want it to remain flat, laying flat against the wand curler. I keep wanting to say barrel curler. And then you're just gonna hold it. Count just a couple of seconds. Depending on your hair and the hair quality, you really will not have to hold it too very long. Just a couple of seconds. And also depending on how tight you want your curls as well will determine how long you hold it. But that's enough for me, okay? So that's the first one. And also you wanna go ahead and just kind of hold it a little bit. Let the heat cool off, let the heat kind of go away just a little bit. While you're still holding it, it's going to lock in the curl very nicely, and this is what's gonna make the curls last a very long time. All right, and let go. And here's your curl. Same thing, 1 inch in diameter. You're just gonna go ahead and pull it apart. It doesn't have to be exactly 1 inch, but you want it to be kind of in the family of the 1 inch. Okay, that's pretty good. Again, go ahead and pull that hair, the excess hair to the back. Take your gladiator. It's so many words that I want to say I shouldn't be saying. Alligator. Take your alligator clip your hair to the side and move on. Okay, so now with this piece of hair, go ahead and comb it out. But this time, the first curl that you did, you curled it away from the face. The second curl that you did, you're going to curl towards the face, but keep it against the wand curl. So watch me. Also, make sure that you do not twist it, because this is going to create a different curl pattern that you do not want. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Jackson, why am I rotating or changing the pattern of the curl? Well, you're doing that so that you can create volume. So for those of us who let's say, for example, like I have 4 bundles in my hair, in my head, right? So, but let's say you have 3 bundles, or maybe even 2 for whatever reason, but you're looking for a lot of volume and you want your hair to look or appear thick. The way you do that is by alternating the way that you curl your hair. So one will go clockwise, the other one will go counterclockwise. And again, oh, see, I almost made a mistake. This one, you're going to curl away from the face. And do not burn yourself. I have some war stories when it comes to me and my wand curler. I got some horror stories. I'm actually gonna show you guys one. It happened when I was like, well, actually it wasn't a wand curler because wand curlers weren't out then. It was a regular curler. Quick story. I was curling my hair, getting ready. I was like prepping for the night before school. Yes, I did my hair the night before school when I was in high school. And I decided to curl my hair sitting on the couch. And so something was on TV. I was like so interested in it, and I did like this. I was like, and sat and like leaned my elbow directly onto the curler. And till this day, which one is it? It's this one. Oh, what? You can't really see it. That was so many years ago. Oh no, here it is. I'm ashy, but don't make fun of me. Can you guys see that? It's right there. I'll do a close up for you guys. But it was so terrible. And it hurt so bad, but I really I couldn't show true emotion because like really that was like so stupid. I got a question for you guys. Is there anyone, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I'm not doing anything. You guys know I don't have no pay. Don't rub it in. Don't tell me what y'all doing. Because I don't really care. No. I do. Actually, I really do like Valentine's Day. I love the idea of getting dressed up and going out to dinner with my significant other. I think that it's just so romantic. But I don't like the pressure that's applied to men for Valentine's Day. I don't really think that that's fair. Any men out there, I know y'all like, man, where's she at? Ladies like, shut up, girl. Shut up. This will be my first year that I am not celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm not sad about it. It's just weird, you know, because it's like when you've been in a long-term relationship and you're just kind of used to certain things happening, like when flagship holidays happen, it's like the worst. It is. I was good. Oh my God. I was good all summer. All summer. I had no issues, like emotionally, nothing like that. I was good. But then when did I start to kind of break down? When I started to feel it. When I really started to feel it. I really started to feel it Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving was like a big deal, right? And it's just one of those, you know, flagship events that you're with your family and you know, it's all love there and everyone is coming together. The kid was a little sad for Thanksgiving. And then Christmas came and I was just like, Christmas came, my birthday came, New Year's came. I was just like, I was just dead. I was like, oh my God. Just these back-to-back things that I would normally, you know, celebrate with, you know, someone that kind of held very close to me. And now I have to do them all alone. I spent a lot of nights like crying. I think that that's, you know, that is a part of the grieving process when you know, end a relationship, right? You have to go through the grieving process of losing that person. If you ever do any research about grieving, rather it's a relationship, whatever it is, when you lose someone, you mourn in the same way that you would if someone died, you know? Because it literally is kind of like a death to you, to your spirit. It is a death to whatever, you know? Maybe you guys planned a future together. Maybe you had similar goals. And when you've been with someone for a very long time, and then all of a sudden, they're not there anymore, that could be a little daunting. It can. I went through it. I did. But guess what? I'm back and I'm better. But I love, anyways, back to this hair. I love how the hair looks. Curls will do that for hair. You can, I feel like, you know, it really wakes the hair up, kind of gives it its own personality. You know, so Valentine's Day, so now Valentine's Day is coming. And it is a little weird, you know. I'm like, okay, here's Valentine's Day. I don't have anything to do, nor do I have anything or anyone to do it with. Like, why did you guys, you know what, and then too, like, it was so crazy because you guys, a lot of you watched my vlog. This hurts. Oh, it's starting to pus, create pus underneath my skin. A lot of you said underneath my vlog, like, I cannot believe that you're single. Oh my God. And one person said, oh, you gotta have like high standards. Your standards have to be so high. And I was like, what? Like, I don't feel like I have high standards. Listen, I'm 28. I have a kid, you know what I mean? Like, my thought process in a relationship is not the average thought process. Like, I am not in that phase of my life where we dating just to be dating. Like, I say that, you know, I'll say that because I'll have my days where I'll be like, I don't want no man, you know, all my women independent, throw your hands up at me. But at the core of it, I ain't got time to play them kind of games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. So, I don't think I'm picky. I'm patient. It's a difference. And I think that is something that all women should be like, period. Like, you should be, you don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be a situation of, you know, I don't want him because he don't drive a Bentley or something like that, or whatever it is that, whatever your juice is. Like, you know, I don't want to be with him because he don't do this, he don't do that. You know, that's not the case with me, like, to an extent. But I am looking for someone that when I meet them, my heart goes. I want to feel like I'm in high school again. I do. Because you listen, if you've ever been in a long-term relationship, and honey, I was in a relationship for close to a decade, very long time. When you've been in a relationship for a long time, you know, you have to give yourself time to heal. You have to. This goes for anybody. I don't care what age you are. What age you are. What age you are, you watch my channel. If you're old enough to date, you need to listen. You know, and then women that have been through or have gone through some similar things that I've been through, you've lived life a little bit. I'm losing focus. If you live life a little bit, you know this. You know that, like, if you've been in a long-term relationship and then all of a sudden you end up it ends up ending, maybe it ended abruptly or whatever the case, or you knew it was coming to an end, it still takes the mental capacity to get yourself ready for what's coming next, okay? Because you've literally lived your life with that one person, and so it is literally like learning to walk again, okay? And that's kind of what happened to me. Like, so I'm thankful for the lesson, right? Because I am being taught a lesson. I will tell you that I'm very happy that I am learning myself in a way that I've never known myself before. And I think that that's why I'm so patient. There is work that I have to do to prepare myself for whomever else is going to come into my life. Like, you know, like when Chris Brown come around and he finally figure out that, you know, I'm the one for him, then, you know, I have to be prepared for that. All jokes, but I'm serious though. I'm serious in the message. You have to be prepared. And in a relationship, when you're in a real relationship, you have to be whole. You have to be whole. Don't be walking up all half-assed, half-broken, bringing shit from the other relationship. You worried about what he doing based off of the experiences that you have with your former fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be whole. And I think that is when women, any women out there, when women become women, when you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, I'm really not prepared. I don't have all that it takes to be in a solid relationship. I don't have everything that it takes to complete, you know, the union that I have with my partner. That is important. I don't really, if you've never been in a situation like this before, you're not gonna get it. But maybe you will look back on this video one day and you'll be like, yeah, you know, I get what she's saying. Maybe when you might experience more, right? So, you know, while I'm not particularly ready to be in a serious relationship, I am in a place where now I'm feeling better. I've gained, you know, some self-esteem back. Because when when a relationship ends, in a sense, you do kind of lose yourself. You lose some self-esteem. You know, some things are left in that relationship that you have to find on your own. So now that I got my swagger back, I said that this summer, you know, I'll play around with dating. You know, And then if something magical happens out of that, then so be it. You feel me? And now that I'm working on the other side, I figured I could start talking about some other stuff too, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel good. You know, I have my days. It gets lonely. It gets lonely. You know, coming home and not really having anybody to tell your stories to or talk to and things of that sort. It's lonely. So anyways, I also wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things that have been happening in the news and celebrity drama. Speaking of relationships, I really wanted to hear what you guys had to say about the whole like Rob Kardashian and Black China, which is kind of, you know, it's still talking about relationships, so it's all good. So if you guys have or have not been keeping up with the Kardashians, no, if you haven't been keeping up with, like, what would I call this, like, just, you know, celebrity news, right? You haven't been keeping up with celebrity news. Okay, so word on the street, the tea is that Rob Kardashian is dating Black China. Now you guys know this is why it's tea, because Black China is Tyga's baby mama. Tyga, y'all know this, right? But for those of you that don't, because some of y'all probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Okay, so Tyga is dating Kylie. Kylie is the youngest Jenner of the Kardashian team, and she is dating grown ass Tyga. Okay, and so out comes the fact that Black China and Rob Kardashian are dating. Now, I mean, y'all probably think that that's like whack, but if that is like the best way to get back at a mofo. Like if this is true, like she definitely calculated this. I have no doubt in my mind. I don't think that it just so happened. But if it was handled the way it was handled between like Tyga and the whole Kylie Jenner thing, like that was just so whack. And then I don't know. Like, how you gonna befriend somebody and then take their man's son? Like, what? That is shade. That is shade, honey. I can understand a Black China being a bit perturbed and wanting to do a little bit of a clap back. I understand that. Now that her and Rob Kardashian are together, like, you know, word on the street is that, you know, he's trying to get back healthy. She's helping him work out. I follow her on Snapchat. So she does little things, you know, you can kind of tell that she wants you to know, but she don't want you to know. You know how celebrities do these days with social media. So she'll show a little thing here and there. Like she showed his forearm with these tattoos, and they started following each other, made a couple of comments on each other's social media, and recently, y'all, Rob had to go pick her up. Like, apparently this is the story, that she was arrested on a plane and was taken off the plane and arrested for being publicly intoxicated and for carrying a controlled substance. Now, the controlled substance is supposed to be ecstasy, for those of you wondering, okay? So she was supposed to be carrying ecstasy on the plane. So they arrested her. And she asked Rob to come and bail her out of jail, but he decides to take a cross-country trip and drive to get her in his black Bentley from California to, I think, Arizona. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But man, okay, this is my thing. Okay, if that did happen, that is a bit extra. Because why are you traveling cross country in a Bentley? Like, why aren't you just driving? Like, why won't you just get in a plane? Well, I'm thinking maybe she wasn't allowed to board planes at that point. I don't know. But there was a video that Blac Chyna put out on her Snapchat. I guess this was like after she got out of jail, poking her head out of the window, like taking in air. It was so childish. The family is just like not with it. Because P.S. Blac Chyna's best friend is Amber Rose. Like if anything, if I were the Kardashians, like legitly, I would be like, okay, they're about to plan World War IV. There is no way. Oh my God. Like, what if Blac Chyna has Rob Kardashian's baby? What? Which I think if she wants to be a petty monster, she will get pregnant and will be indicted, you know, will be a part of the family forever and ever and ever. That would be the ultimate shade. Oh, and P.S. apparently Kris Jenner, you know, the momager, apparently she was like not with the shits. She was like, I'm not with this, and went to Blac Chyna's house trying to convince Rob to come out of the house and leave her alone, and he was not having it. Like, from the rumors, he don't really mess with his family like that. So this is like perfect for him and her too. They probably are in cahoots with each other. But I do like how the curls are being held in this hair. I'll be sure to place all the information down below in the description bar so you guys can check out the hair if you want to take a look at the hair for yourself and just kind of see more about the company. I'll be sure to place everything down for you in the description bar below. Ooh, you know what else I want to talk to you guys about? Okay, so this is back to dating, right? I need like a little bit of advice. Okay, this is what I want to know when it comes to dating. Because like I said, I had been in a relationship for such a long time. I'm not really used to this way that people are dating now. Is it like a thing to meet people on social media? Like, is it okay to like, if somebody inboxes you like on Facebook or in your DM on Instagram, is it okay to respond back and maybe start dating? Like, apparently this is like a thing. Like, I don't know. I just kind of came up in an era where you met dude like walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? He might have hollered your name out like, hey shawty, what up? What up, shawty? Hey yo shawty, what up? You know what I'm saying? And you turned around like, boy, that's legitimately not the way to meet your man. Don't do that, okay? But what I'm saying is, the purpose of saying that is to say that, like, there was a time where you actually met someone face to face and actually got to know the person. And now I feel like everything is all via social, and it's a little awkward for me. Like, and so some of my friends are like, well, you know, if you find them cute, like, excuse me, too much Pepsi. If you find them cute, go ahead. And then others are like, no. Some of my friends have done online dating services. I refuse to do an online dating service. Oh my God, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Should I do that? I'm not doing that. No. I literally would have to be at my wit's end for me to say that I'm going to do some online dating. If I come to y'all and I say if y'all ever meet whoever come in my life and I tell y'all that I met him online dating, you know ish got real. Please just know that, because the person is like my personality. I need to see, feel, I need to all of that. You know, I need to go out on a couple of dates. Like, I don't want to do the whole, like, you guys have heard those stories where people literally fall in love with somebody online and then they end up being a freaking catfish. No, it's not happening. It's not happening to the kid. Like, people use my picture enough. I have seen people use my picture on Instagram and be following me. Y'all, for real. And then the page is private. Like legitly, that happens to me. So ain't no way. Like, I just don't feel really comfortable. Let me shut up and get this hair done. I know y'all like that. Have you guys ever met someone online and you guys actually had like a real relationship and you dated and you found that it worked out for you? Because if you guys have some like good stories, I might find hope. It might give me hope. The men in my DM, like, for real, be total creeps. Total creeps. I even had one guy that would Snapchat me his peen. Like, erect and all. Like, I might have looked a little bit. He would send me, like, and it had gotten to a point, like, the first couple times, I didn't block him. I was just like, well, maybe he'll stop. But I think once he realized that I was opening them, it gave him like the willpower to want to do more, to the point where I had to be like, I had to block him. I eventually had to block him because it started to get a little bit too much. I can't even tell y'all the stuff that he was doing in these videos because it's just too derogatory. So that kind of scares me away from like even considering dating or entertaining someone socially. We're kind of like at the home stretch now for the hairstyle, but at this point when you start to work around the hairline, your hairline, you want to take your hair that is actually out and kind of, you know, grab it along with the hair extension, and then and then you're going to wrap this around the wand so that it can all like kind of marry together. Ah! Yo. I burned myself like one more time. Oh, I also wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you to everyone that watched my story time the other day. I appreciate all of the support, and honest to God, I am legitly glad that you guys got a hell of a laugh out of that video because it was meant to be funny. Like, some people were like in my comments like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but it was not meant for people to have pity on me. That video was meant to make you laugh and for you guys to hear a crazy ape-ish story that happened to me when I, you know, coming up, because I watch like story times. I never hear anybody talk about like the time they, like when they came on the losing end. It's always somebody like when I beat her up. Everybody don't win the fight, B. Like, everybody don't win the fight, you know. But, you know, so I just was like, you know, let me tell my story of when I got beat up. Like, cause the kid, you know, you don't make it out on the winning end all the time. So, and you know, that's just a funny story. Someone asked me like, did I ever run into Valine after that? I have not seen Valine since I was a shorty. Like, I haven't seen her. I would probably legitly walk up to her and hug her and be like, yo, like, thank you for making my childhood epic, because like those are the type of stories that you cannot make those stories up. Okay, so now we're working on my favorite part of the hairstyle, which is the crown area. And this is where you can put a lot of life into your hairstyle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just comb this hair out, get rid of any tangles that I might experience. Okay, and I'm also going to do just a little bit of brushing of my natural hair just to kind of blend it together. Oh, also, do not, if you're gonna wear this hairstyle and you're one of those people that kind of like sews your units down and that's how you wear them, do not straighten your hair every day. Do not do that. So I'm gonna just create a part. I'm gonna tuck this underneath and I'm gonna wrap my hair around. What I'm doing, a couple of things. I'm creating body in this area, creating volume. This is gonna give you that nice arch at the top. Over and over and over again. Probably about the width of this closure, probably about four times. Now, I'm doing a technique called over-directing. You over-direct, that's gonna create a lot of volume for you. So I'm gonna pull my hair going in the opposite direction and tuck the wand curler right underneath there. Boom! That's how it's supposed to be. Where you could just kind of leave it right there and it sits. Alright, so at this point the curls have completely dried on the bottom, which is exactly what we want. But what I don't do, I'm not going to completely comb these out. I'm just going to pull them apart. This burping has to stop. It's embarrassing. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of pull them apart, but not too much. So cute. And these are gonna last you forever, I promise. All right, so once you've lightly pull the curls apart, don't do it too much because you don't want to apply a whole lot of friction and start to create frizz. You just want to lightly pull them apart. This is going to, again, make sure you don't have any excess frizz, and also it's going to make sure that your curls last a long time because you honestly want them to kind of drop so you can wear them for longer. All right, so now I'm going to work with my top. By now it is completely cooled, and this one has already dropped, so I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and move them down and just kind of place them where I want them. Okay, like so. Alright, but now I'm actually going to take my hand and I'm just going to lightly adjust how I want it to be. Again, I don't want to overdo it because I want the curls to fall. And looks like it pretty much fell where I want it to. Just like that. But for the most part, that is exactly how I wear my hair. Now, to do a little bit more polishing, I like to take a little bit of my mousse and just kind of run it across the front part of my head. So just a little bit. That was kind of like a lot. Just a little bit. That's a little bit too much. Then just run it right across. Just to kind of, again, get rid of some of that frizz, you know. Alright, same thing that like for my baby hairs. Here's one thing about me with baby hairs. I do not like to put like, I don't really care for the gel on my baby hairs. So literally I will take some mousse and just run it through. And just a little brush, like a brush, and just lightly dab. I do not like forced baby hairs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I cannot stand them. Like if you, look, you know if you got baby hairs or not. Don't be sitting up here making baby hairs and putting all these that's another video. Okay, whatever. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for me. I hope that you all have enjoyed this chit chat, get ready with me / tutorial and everything. Please let me know if you guys like to see more videos like this where we're just kind of talking and getting to know each other a little bit more. I actually really enjoy sitting down and talking to you guys. It's actually pretty therapeutic for me, so I do enjoy doing it. So let me know if you want to see more. Let you get a good look at the hair. So this is it, all nice and curled up for you. This style is going to last you, the curl is going to last you well over a week if you follow the steps that I told you about, okay? So if you have any questions, as always, place the questions down below in the description bar. Also, if you're interested in Queenberry hair, I'll be sure to place the information down for you in the description bar below so you can find out a little bit more information about them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Until then, peace.